Warning, I'm just having fun with old cars. I hope you get some tips and a good laugh from watching, but don't do what I do on your projects. What is up, everybody? It's a little bit quieter because it's still pretty early in the morning. But we got a little bit different video today. Um, we're not working on the old truck. We're actually doing some stuff for the S10. I'm about to show you why we're doing that, but it's gonna involve this guy. Um, but before I can get there, I gotta do something else because I'm an idiot. So, uh, hold on. It'd be easier if I show you. Wait, wait. So, uh, there's the S10, kind of. Um, Currently, you're not gonna be able to see it. Maybe you can. It has no wheels on it. I sold the Kragers that were on it, and I ordered front wheels, and I bought that rear end. I can't order back wheels until I put that rear end in, and I know it'll be a week late for you guys, but tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and then Black Friday and all that cyber stuff or whatever. So I'd like to order them while they're on sale, but that new rear end's gonna be a little bit different as far as offsets and stuff, I think. So long story short, I have to modify that rear end and get it in the truck so I can measure to order the wheels I want. Shelby. Sorry, my dog has her entire snout through the fence trying to eat something. So, but the thing is about my story, this is currently on all four of the jack stands I own and one of my jacks. And it's also about to fall off of all four because it's on the grass and on an angle. So let's go back over here. Wait, wait. I'm gonna run so I don't have to put music in while I transfer back over here. So, like I said, I ordered the front wheels, which I really wanted to wait to show until I had the whole deal, but I'm kind of in a situation, so it's easier for me to show you those now and put them on the truck so I can get jack stands, so I can do the rear end, so I can measure for the back wheels and order those. So, let me set you guys up and I'll show you what I got for the front, and I have to mount tires. I'm just gonna do it myself by hand because I'm cheap. So also a lot of companies don't like messing with race car stuff, even though it's cheaper than most other wheels. But anyway, yeah, let me set you guys up and we'll see if we can get the tires slid on this thing and then do all the other stuff I talked about. Hang on. Okay. Uh, Hopefully you guys can see. I have no idea. So, how do you? So, obviously, I've already looked at this. Yeah, but here's the big reveal. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, why would you spend money on brand new wheels and tires when you don't have a motor or any of the other stuff you need to make it run? But kind of made the decision that I'm just gonna spend as much time as it takes to make this thing the way I want it. Um, in saying that, I'm trying to spend as little money as possible, but I also want it to look cool. So, looking cool kind of won out in this situation. But yeah, let me uh, let me show you what I'm working with here. They put a lot of layers of protection on this. So here is my new front wheels. They're just the Jakes brand. I think it's called the SSR. I don't know. SSR Star Polished. I like polished wheels more than black wheels. Just personal preference. And obviously they're super narrow for the front. I definitely am going to build that truck to do some racing. Probably bracket racing to start, or maybe I won't even finish it. Who knows? But the fun part is that's just a couch. Whatever. I'm excited. I shouldn't have spent the money on these, and I shouldn't spend the money on the rear ones right now, but I am. So it is what it is. Okay. If you order wheels, order yourself valve stems at the same time. Since I do at some point hope to be able to drag race this truck, I went with the metal valve stems. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's safety thing for tech is you can't have the rubber valve stems. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure. Also, I think these are easier to put in. So, oh, that is if I can figure out how to put them in. Does this go on here? No. You guys don't need to watch me do this. There's plenty of instructions on this. I'm gonna put the valve stems in, and then honestly, I guess I'll show you these. These are literally the cheapest tires I could find on the internet that are the size I wanted. I did 165 80 15s. Pretty common for front narrow wheels. Yeah. Peltas. Sorry, pronounced that wrong. Petlas. The Petlas. Yeah. Literally the cheapest ones I could find. So, I got these on sale. These are the cheapest I could find. I think all of this cost me like less than $400, I think. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember. It's been a little while since I ordered them. But yeah, so I'm going to put the valve stems in and probably just time lapse me fighting with the tires to get them on. Yeah, and then we'll do what we gotta do next, which will be figure out how to not kill ourselves jacking that truck up so we can put the wheels on it so I can have jack stands back so I can do the rear end that I need to do. Seems simple. Hang on. I hate using that trick, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. I screwed around with those tires way longer than I should have. And I had to resort to the one thing I hate doing, which is the fire trick. Now I have to try and put these on without killing myself, because this whole thing's about to fall off. This will be the epitome of dumb ways to die. This way. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please let that be enough. Put this wheel on. Of course, it's not. Why would it be? Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Stop judging me, Rocco. Okay. This is one of those problems for a later day, and today's the later day. So what you can't see is it's about to fall off the back jack stands too. So that's fine. I don't know if you guys can see it from that angle. I love these wheels. Also, these are gonna have to come off many more times before this gets on the road. As long as I'm not worried about them being, you know, tight as they should be. maybe we can get the jack stands out, which was the whole reason I started this project in the first place. And now I'm almost half a day into this. There's one. Hopefully the back doesn't fall off. Okay, jack stands are out. Nobody died. Woo-wee. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. God almighty. Look at them things. Definitely nicer than the truck. But I also forgot to put the center caps in. That's fine. I love the way these wheels look. Some of you might not. It's okay. I don't see how you couldn't, because they look awesome. I don't know if you could hear me, but I've wasted several hours doing that. But now we can actually start on the project I had planned for today. So that's good. That's fine. Hang on. We will reconvene in the carport. Okay, we can finally start our project for the day. If you don't know, this is a Ford 8.8 out of a, you can get them out of an Explorer or the something else, Sport something. Anyway, it's a pretty popular rear end for swap. And the reason for that is it's stronger than the S10 rear end. They're cheap. There's a lot of them around. I paid $250 for this. The thing about them is I believe it's the driver's side axle, maybe, is, I've heard conflicting results. We're gonna measure this one. 2 7/8 to 3 inches longer than the passenger side, which, from what I've read, will work that way. But I don't want to run a wheel with that much offset to fix how much wider this is than the factory S10 rear end. So I'm gonna strip this thing all down. I've got new spring purchase coming. They're supposed to be here today, actually. But I gotta get this thing completely stripped down, clean everything really good, and I'm actually gonna shorten the driver's side axle tube and make it the same length as the passenger side, and then use a passenger side axle. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about how to do that and all that stuff. So I'm gonna kind of show you guys as I go, but there's people online that are better at explaining things than me. Pretty much everybody that's on the internet. But so first thing I gotta do is I gotta strip this thing completely. I'm cutting everything off of it, the sway bar mounts and spring perches, all that stuff's gonna come off. Um, if you leave it factory width, they say you can spread the S10 leaf springs out and bolt this in. Uh, I'm not a suspension expert, but I feel like if you take those leaf springs, they got to come out like a ½ inch on either side. And to me, if you take them from being in one plane and put them like this, that spring's designed to go up and down, not at an angle. Like it'll travel this way instead of this way. That's the way my brain sees it anyway. So we're shortening it. You gotta cut the one off anyway. So I'm going to just cut them off and put new ones on. I might as well. Yeah, so the first thing I have to do is a whole bunch of cleaning on this thing. You saw it's covered in rust and what have you. So I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse and hopefully pick music that doesn't suck to listen to, and you guys can just kind of, kick back and relax, and I'll do all this cruddy work that no one's gonna help me with. I'm not sad. It's fine. But yeah, I'm gonna set you up and I'm gonna get to work because the longer I talk, the longer it's gonna take me. So I gotta go. Okay, it is update time. Um, you saw in the time lapse, I got kind of all the bolt on stuff off the axle. Let me show you. So the good thing is, this came out of this is, for reference, this is the top of the axles, and you can see the height difference. That's because, like I was saying, the one side is longer than the other. I got this out of a 2000-ish Explorer Sport Track. The downside is they make these with a limited slip. This one does not have it, but it's got 31 spline axles, which is, they're pretty beefy boys. I mean, that's not, excuse me, that is not a small axle. And I plan on putting just a mini spool in it. I've got one in my other truck actually, and it does fine. Until this thing makes a bunch of horsepower, that mini spool will be just fine. So I've got to try and source. I need another one of the short side axles to put in it. I couldn't really source it because I wasn't sure what axles were in it. So now that I got it apart, obviously I can get that ordered. But or honestly, I'm probably gonna go to the junkyard and see if I can find one. But yeah. So sorry, not paying attention. I've got the axle draining, trying to get as much gear oil out of it as I can, because I'm gonna be cutting and welding on it, so I don't want to catch anything on fire. I didn't really show any of taking it apart in detail because there's so many videos on it. and like I said before, there's people way better than me at explaining stuff. But this little pin, it's got a 8mm bolt. It's in the carrier for the ring gear. You pull this bolt out. A lot of people say that these break easily. To be honest, I put a long extension on my impact and just impacted it off. It came right out. Maybe I got lucky. I don't know. Whatever. But you pull that out, and then, hold on. This is like, this shaft goes right through the middle of the carrier. Kind of holds everything together. So once you take that other pin out, this will slide out of the carrier. And then once that's out of the carrier, you just, there's these little deals right here that you push the axle in as far as you can, pop that out, and then the axle will slide right out. Super easy. So that's kind of how that works. Like I said, there's a ton of how-to videos on how to work on these things. A lot of people do what I'm about to do. So I'm gonna let that drain for a little longer. I really need a better way to clean that well, but I don't have anything. So I'm just gonna let it drain for right now. Despite the fact I started at 7:30 this morning, it's already 12. So I'm going to let that drain. Probably gonna get something to eat while it does it, and then I'm not even gonna come back and talk to you anymore because I've already been talking too much. And I'm gonna strip this thing, try and get all the surface rust and whatever paint or grease or crap is off this thing, because then we gotta cut. While I'm doing that, I'll cut all the spring perches and all that stuff off and get the axle tubes clean, and then I will show you then what we're gonna do to cut this axle down without a jig and in my carport. So stay tuned. Okay, so today has not gone like I hoped. I didn't get my new spring perches in. I also didn't get as far as I wanted to get. So, the highlight of this video is going to be the front wheels, probably. As you see, I cleaned this all up. I went a little overboard because I think I'm just going to go ahead and paint this thing now because I got to wait. Anyway, so this side, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but This is going to be the side that we're shortening. 2 7/8 of an inch is what I've read. I haven't checked it yet, but it seems like most people that's what it is. But I'm going to, I just noticed a couple things I need to mask off real quick. I've already got the Paint Shaker 3500 loaded up. That's my new name for it. Don't steal it. Just realized I don't have a battery for that either. So I'm just poorly prepared all the way around. But at least we got this cleaned up. We'll have some fresh paint on it, and all we gotta do is shorten that and remount it and re-put it together and find another axle and put it back in the truck, and then we're basically done, except for all the other stuff I gotta do, because it'll still need new seals and bearings and a locker. And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. It's depressing. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do some research and see if they make a plug for that. If not, I might make one myself. Because obviously we're not gonna be using the factory Ford speed sensor, so it'd be nice to just have a decent looking plug there instead. But for now, it's gonna ride. I don't know. This is probably gonna be the end of this video, because like I said, Thanksgiving is tomorrow, and you know, then all the subsequent things that come with that. So I will probably, it'll probably be a couple days before I can get back out here. But you know, not every video is gonna be showstopper. It's just the way it is, okay? Because I don't know, it's just the way it is. I'm just rambling. Let's somewhere steal the battery out of this tool, put it in this tool, and it's my favorite time. That's probably good enough. Seriously, if you do a lot of this kind of stuff, go buy yourself 2 hose clamps and just use an old blade. It is quite convenient. Or you can order the one on Amazon. But I think it's like 20 bucks or something. I don't know. It's been a long time since I looked, because I made this and it cost me like $3. So, and you should know by now, I'm cheap. Come on. This is just is actually a rust reformer like primer, so it should be more than durable, and I gotta grind some of it back off anyway. So I'll probably, once I'm like done with this thing, I think I'm gonna paint it, I don't know, gloss black, or maybe like a nice gray or something. I don't know. No need to worry about it now. I still have to shake it, just like mentally, before I spray it. Otherwise I feel like I've done something wrong. But Doo-doo-doo. It's also way too cold to be painting, but we're not going to worry about the particulars today, okay? Maybe someday when I grow up, I can order a nice new 9-inch for this thing. If I keep it that long, I'm not very good at keeping stuff, but it would be nice. But so far, I would say by the time this is all said and done, I'll have like $450 in it in my time. So pretty hard to beat that when a new 9 inches, you know, $3,000 or $4,000, which is more than my C10 and the S10 combined as far as what I paid for. My wife also thinks that I need to name my trucks, because she said I have too many for her to keep track of, which is fairly accurate. So maybe if you have some cool names, let me know, because I'm not really big on naming my cars, but if it's the right name, I might have it. Also, if any of you know anyone that works at Rust-Oleum, just show them my channel, okay? Because I spend a fair amount of money on Rust-Oleum products. You know, I just would like them to see it. If they could give me a discount, that'd be great. But I'm not asking for anything free, okay? I'll buy it anyway. Just throwing it out there. Doesn't hurt to try, right? Now, I'm gonna have to touch up some spots, okay? But we already knew that. I already knew that, at least. I really just don't want it to surface rust because I don't know how long it'll be before I get to come back out here and work on it. I'm gonna buy a new cover, okay? Don't make fun of my rusty cover. Rusty cover. Probably should clean this a little better before I did this. You know, like all the... whatever, it's fine. Okay. Okay, well, today didn't exactly go the way I'd hoped. I think this is probably going to make a whole video because it's a lot of footage. And I'd rather make this one video and make another one of actually doing the work on the rear end. At least we got it all cleaned up and prepped so I can just start laying out measurements and cutting it in 2 pieces. It should be a good time. So before I wrap this up, let's go take one more look at the wheels on the truck because that's the only cool thing we got done today. And you already saw that, so hold on. Hang on. Neighbors watching me run. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Let me switch this. Okay, so I mean, it's obviously gonna come down a lot. I'm gonna lower it. Plus, it's doesn't have a motor or anything in it. That's also not the Craigslist side because it's got the black fender on it. I mean, it's pretty slick. That's all I'm saying. So, also, that rolled on paint still looking good. But I'm going back over here. I have to clean up because I have other stuff to do to get ready for the holiday, which will already be a week past when this video comes out. But happy late Thanksgiving. I'm going to clean up my giant mess and probably call it an end to this video. So, you know, the stuff I say at the end with the social media, whatever, you guys probably don't care. But I know we didn't get a lot done today, but I tried. So it just goes that way sometimes. I'm still had fun. This is the stuff I really enjoy. So thanks everybody who watches and subscribes and comments. I appreciate all of that. It's been really awesome to be on this little journey making videos, because I never thought I'd be able to do it, and here I am just doing it. So anyway, thanks everybody, and see you. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe. See you on the next one.